With many obstacles on the way to establish a startup, it's tricky to develop prototypes, hire a skilled team, promote a compelling marketing voice, and more without the appropriate reserves in place. It takes money to bring a great idea into a reality, and unfortunately, money is a hard catch. So how do you turn your startup services dream into reality? In most cases, savvy business people rely on their angel investors for startup investment. Luckily, there is no shortage of startup investment opportunities for startups to choose from. Nevertheless, funding isn't the only thing that helps you supercharge your business. We need to find the right startup investment option aligned with your unique goals and objectives lined up for your business. Today, we shall learn more about a few most common and practical startup investment options. Number 1. Fundraising through crowdfunding. One of the standards and most used startup funding options is crowdfunding. It is the best option for early-stage startups. Many startups mint money from crowdfunding sites, which guide them through a particular stage of their startup. Several crowdfunding sites help you in your funding journeys, such as GoFund, Keto, Kickstarter, and others. Plan of action. Set up a pre-launch campaign. Gather potential supporters for startup funding options by creating a buzz. Build curiosity about your startup services across multiple platforms through compelling social media messages, email campaigns, and more. Run legal and taxes operations. If you haven't already registered, set up an LLC for your startup funding options and get a secured business bank account. These will help you send potential investors on your way. Set funding objectives. Establish funding goals and objectives. How much funding are you looking for? And how will that flux of funding contribute to achieving your goals? Set these goals, which can help you power through the startup funding options. Number 2. Establish business catalyzers. A business catalyzer upholds growth-oriented startup services via education, leadership, and funding processes. The business catalyzer for startup funding options is a rapid growth framework supporting startup services with resources required to build them from a sapling to a tree. Plan of action. Establish research locations. Most startup services and catalyzer programs expect participants to be on site during the event. Review curriculum. Some catalyzer programs help startups based on the industry they are focused on and what audience they serve. Do your startup services focus on farming? Have you established a new product to make transformation better? Results. What do your startup services promise to deliver at the end of the process? Number 3. Reach out to angel investors. Angels fund in early-stage startup firms in exchange for stock ownership. Usually, in this kind of startup funding options, they spend around $100,000 in business but can go even higher. Many investors want to see a clearly outlined strategy and some early proof that it is on track to deliver good returns. Plan of action. Curate a pitch. Prepare mission-critical pitch documents, including the marketing strategy and pitch sheet, before speaking with potential investors. Look for referral. It's possible that your friends and coworkers will point you to potential investors for your startup investment. Leverage on online communities. Look for online groups of investors and startup services and access startup investment information. Number 4. Check out government programs. There are plenty of government-aided programs and loans to support businesses such as the Small Business Administration, SBA, Small Business Lending Fund, SBLF, U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, and others. Remember that the application, process time, and other government norms can put you off in the startup investment process. Still, it can be a complete game changer for your startup, and any amount of money can help your startup. Plan of action. Start the application process early. The government application process for startup investment can be quite lengthy and tiresome. Therefore, start applying early and allow yourself with plenty of time to get through the application process. Review eligibility requisites. Many government-aided loans and grants come with a few strict startup investment conditions. Be sure you have all of the boxes checked. Focus on additional resources. The best thing about government services for startup investment is that they usually come packed with extra guidance tools, including free coaching, downloadable application tutorials, and more. When you understand the full range of startup funding options in your reach, you can easily choose the right funding option that goes well with your startup goals and objectives. Over the years, we've observed plenty of industry-leading businesses decoding the path of funding rounds and compiling the best funding options that have put them where they are now. There are a bunch of choices, some of them may be more favorable for your startup idea. For your startup's future, the financing strategy you chose today will shape your organization's course and ultimately decide how much profit you will extract in the long run. Please subscribe to our channel, like and comment, hit the bell so you know when we upload new videos. Unpassive Bill Must.